Granolah the Survivor.
Granolah lurches forward, jolted by the dream. Oatmeal, more or less the computer voice from his eyepiece, cuts in.
What's wrong, Granolah?
He steadies himself, heart still racing before the mechanical timbre goes on.
Was it that dream again?
Granolah nods slightly. Yeah. Whipping his head to the container behind him. The green android within continues to float in silence. Moro's henchman 7-3. Oatmeal moves to assure him.
Worry not. OG-73I is in stable condition.
Good. Is anyone following us?
After the destruction you brought down upon them? No.
Back at the ship they heisted only moments ago. Multiple clones of the android still lay defeated on the ground as the crew could only look on in disbelief. 7-3 was stolen. Again. Oatmeal informs it'll be quite a while before they reach the Heeters' base, suggesting cold sleep. But the mercenary's wide awake now. The robotic voice then questions if he still despises Frieza's army, prompting an immediate, "Sure do." Frieza died several years ago and the remnants of his army are but a shadow of their former glory. Yes? That's what they say.
Then why obsess? Try to move on already.
I guess I should. Granolah continues his response. First off, it was the barbarous apes within Frieza's army who slaughtered his people, the Ceruleans. And even those apes were apparently wiped out by a massive meteor not long after. He's already lost both his avenues for revenge, but that doesn't explain why that dream still haunts his sleep.
Barbarous apes, you say? Are you referring to the Saiyans?
That's right.
Yeah! Yeah!
Goku diving, the Oracle Fish pleads.
Cut it out! Unhand me, barbarian!
Who hisses for him to stop squirming? Or else I'll salt ya, grill ya, and gobble ya up! Goku and Vegeta both on Beerus' planet. Former shouts for Whis to do it now! With a confident, but of course, he whips out a needle. Sticking the fish, he smiles that a healthy dose of vitamins is the best solution for insomnia. But that fish gets insomnia? Really? Vegeta queries. And indeed he does, once in a great while. Letting go of the staff his bull rests on, Goku finds it humorous that it keeps floating even when he's sleeping. Calmly, Whis tells, the Oracle Fish suffering from a lack of sleep is a bad omen for the future. But what? Or then again, sometimes it's nothing and he just can't sleep. But that got Goku's hopes up that some really strong fighter is about to crash the party. Though after the Moro thing, Vegeta wonders if he'll ever learn his lesson.
Tuh. Hey, Goku!
Landing on his feet, Beerus annoyedly calls after Goku. He shouts,
Don't give me that! I want to fight someone strong, crap! You always wind up in over your head and somehow screw me over too!
wondering if something happened he's unaware of. Whis chortles very much so.
Ugh.
Continuing his training, Goku eagerly asks Whis if they should get back to it. He's ready to do so. Both taking their stance the angel implores. Ready when you are. Right through a student's attack. Whis points out how Goku's real body never descended, giving away the obvious ploy. Oh! Knocking him out of Ultra Instinct, Goku's mentor continues to smile as he advises. Copying me won't get you far. You must develop your own style. Picking himself up, the Saiyan was sure that would work. The pair doing their thing. Vegeta and Beerus watch on. The prince curious if Whis is using Ultra Instinct at the moment. But not exactly. Angels are always in the instinct state. Understanding. Keeping up the coaching, Whis mentions how he may already be aware of this, but the ability to wield Ultra Instinct is not, in and of itself, Goku's ultimate goal. In fact, it's only the starting point. Whis' command over Ultra Instinct is much greater than Beerus's, and in turn, the Grand Priest's Ultra Instinct is even more accurate than his own. Goku cheekily beckons if this means he himself is at the bottom of the ladder. However, what the angel means to say is that he has at least that much room to train and grow. Doesn't that excite him? Yeah, it does. He's stoked to get even stronger.
You're not going to try to master it too?
The Destroyer muses. Vegeta only responds it doesn't suit him. A conclusion Beerus had already arrived at. He offers a grin that he didn't think so. Vegeta vows to surpass Kakarot another way. Standing, the deity responds.
Oh yeah? It might be possible, but that's up to you. 'Cause Ultra Instinct ain't the only technique of the gods. What?
He details how that's just a specialty of the angels. Or did the Saiyan really think that they, gods of destruction, would run around using a move where you gotta keep your heart all calm and tranquil? Then, what does he use? The prince wants to hear more about this technique of the destroyers. A request Beerus passes on. Training people isn't in his job description. Oh! Sauntering off, the cat decides now's a good time to go exercise to wake himself up. Glancing over to the mortal. If he happens to see anything he wants, he can feel free to steal it.
Oh! Wait for me, Lord Beerus!
Landing on the asteroid base, a yellow alien emerges from the fortress griping.
Ha! Pocket change. Really? What a cruddy haul. Huh? Hey, if it ain't my good buddy Granolah. How's it hanging?
Who simply ignores him and keeps his pace forward. When the alien realizes what he's dragging behind him. Isn't that the artificial life form Alec's been asking for?
How the heck did you nab it? I mean, wow, great job! What do you say we pretend we snagged this guy together and split the prize?
The guy he just handed over didn't go for much of a bounty, further begging him. After all, they've known each other forever. Don't touch Soshuru. Or Alec will be paying me for your head as well. Who nervously assures he was just joking. Yeesh. As he heads in, Soshuru waves him off to get in there and get paid.
Then drinks are on you!
Sitting on essentially a throne before him, the aforementioned Alec. He greets Granolah familiar. Granolah, we can always count on you, huh? On each of his sides, 3 others of the same race. Alec, the apparent leader, motions him forward with a wag of the finger, eager to see what he's brought. Getting a look. Is this what he thinks it is? He glances to his left to summon oil to confirm it. He uses a device to determine it is indeed the real deal. OG-73I. Prompting a swift congratulations from the leader. What fine work! Really great job! Once again proving he's not one for small talk, Granolah merely utters, "My money, now." Dragging 7-3 away. Alec instructs Maki to give their friend his reward. In contrast to Soshuru, Granolah is given a literal bag full of credits. After accepting it without saying a word, he inquires the group what they plan on using that thing for anyway. Is he gonna create a goon squad like Goichi was doing? Laughing this off, Alec assures they have no need for troops. They Heeters aren't running an army here. And if the day ever comes when they do need more muscle, they'll hire the best money can buy. With enough cash to burn, there's nothing you can't have in this universe. Responding. Money. Right. I guess that's true. Walking off, The leader retorts that dominating others with military might is a relic of the past. These days, power comes from money and intel. And intel? Looking back at him with a smug expression. The one with the most intel controls the universe. Is he wrong? And intel is exactly what is packaged inside this thing, referring to the android. Moving on from the topic. Right. Well, I wouldn't know much about that. I've got my reward, and that's what matters. What's my next job? And about that. The state of things in the universe is shifting, so they don't have any assignments at the moment. What? Frieza's been revived. What'd you say? He's come back to life. How? No clue. An answer that is lost on Ella. It doesn't matter how it happened, but it's bad for business. When people are running scared, they ain't fired up to make deals. But to our renegade, all this means is, right now, I could actually kill him. A chance to avenge my people. Demanding to know where he is. Yet another smug look overtakes Alec's face. Why? Revenge? He warns against even trying it. Frieza's back and somehow stronger than ever, so it'd be playing with fire. Probably wouldn't stand a chance. Let me be the judge of that! Tell me where Frieza is! The little guy easily restraining Granolah. Alec chuckles that he's such a hothead. He knows about his little grudge against Frieza's army, but proper revenge is best served cold. It takes time and planning, so chill out. Put this whole thing on the back burner until we're able to help you out. Frieza's army is a thorn in our side too. You feel me? Yeah, got it. With that, he instructs Gas to let him go. Glad they have an understanding. The Heeter suggests that their guests go home and take some time to cool that head. Not making any more commotion. Granolah merely reminds to contact him if there's a job to do. Seeing him off. Oatmeal speaks up.
Care to explain yourself, Granolah? It's quite unlike you to allow Alec to have the last word.
That piece of garbage Frieza will die by my hand. I will have my revenge.
The device, who seems more human than machine, advises that's all well and good, but for him to remain calm. Why not treat himself with his earnings first? As they take off. Maki takes note that hearing Frieza's name seriously lit a fire under him. He's really got it in for that guy. Oil has to question Alec why he went and mentioned Frieza's name for. Who enlightens their friend Granolah has gotten crazy strong, and that power's gone to his head. They'd be in hot water if he ever got as strong as Gas here. Though small in stature, Gas is confident Granolah could never defeat him. Alec puts a hand on his shoulder, affirming, "Darn right. You're the pride and joy of our little family." Maki echoes this. Stronger than Gas even? Not possible. Well, it's unlikely, but hedging risks is the rule of business. With that being said, Frieza's gonna ice this guy for him. An angle Maki was curious about. He continues that it's not a rush job. Right now, he's just fired up to see what they find inside the artificial life form he brought in. Oil offers to start running the analysis. Alec declares. Soon, we'll have what we need. The exact location of Zuno, the ultimate intel broker.
Rest up. It will take 2 days to reach Planet Cereal.
Yeah, I hear you. What was that?
Hand over that bounty, Granolah! Or you'll be space dust!
It's Soshiru. He gathered his allies for this ambush.
That lowlife. We'll settle this on that asteroid.
Huh? You won't get away that easy. Nowhere to run, pal. Give up the cash and nobody has to get hurt.
Sure thing. How about I give you half of my earnings and we all walk away?
That's mighty cooperative of you. You should have just agreed to that from the start.
Come inside and I'll give it to you.
Let's go. Where is he? Where'd you go, Granolah?
Up here, in the cockpit.
You're sure making us work for it. Now show me the money!
Too bad. That was my voice.
Where's he shooting from? He can't snipe without his goggles?
He doesn't require my support to snipe the likes of you. A Cerulean's right eye is especially adapted to sniping, and Granola's abilities are a cut above the rest. No stun done for you. His next shot will pierce your heart. Get it?
Got it! I give up! I'm sorry! You'll forgive me, yeah? I'll even leave you my pocket change.
A profitable encounter. How nice.
Oatmeal goes on to compliment his sniping was as impressive as ever. Though Granolah regrets he missed one of the targets. Something the machine didn't even notice. Either way, good enough. But not in the Cerulean's book. Alec was right. He's still not powerful enough to take down Frieza. To avenge the Ceruleans he's lost, he'll have to grow stronger than anyone.
Universe 7. Balance shifting. Strongest warrior of the universe will soon rise up.